Hey guys, I'm Eddie McRae of Riverman Fishing and Team Nucanoe. Today, I wanted to go over a few things about anchor trolleys with you, why you need one, what purpose they serve. So as you can see on my pursuit, I've got my anchor trolley rigged here. A few key factors, especially when fishing extreme current or tidal current. Rather than anchoring my pulley solid to the boat, I choose to anchor it with a bungee. That adds a little shock absorption. So if I'm drifting with my anchor dragging and it catches, I do have something to absorb a little bit of that shock and not risk potentially ripping a hole in the boat by snatching a pulley out of the side. So the anchor trolley itself, why do you need one? What's it do? Well, first and foremost, it allows you to set your specific anchor point, whether it be dead front of the boat or dead back of the boat. Because these are normal areas that you normally couldn't reach. They're out of reach areas, but these are the most safe areas to anchor from. So if you don't have access to those areas, this anchor trolley is what allows you to anchor from those points. The anchor trolley itself consists of only a few component parts. You've got your anchor ring, pulleys, the trolley rope itself, along with your rope guides. And back here, you can see that I choose to use a zigzag cleat to lock everything in place. This specific system that comes with the Pursuit comes with a lever lock. Nothing wrong with it by any means, and I'm not implying that in any way. I just say for my specific needs, I prefer using the zigzag cleat. Okay, so here we've got a close-up of the zigzag cleat, and you can see clearly how I have my trolley line locked into it. The benefit of using this cleat and why I like it so much is because I can also lock my anchor line into it as well. I simply lock my trolley. When I drop my anchor, I can bring my anchor line right through and lock it into place as well. And you can see it's easily freed. And if we look up towards the front of the boat, you can see how easily I can bring the anchor ring back down to me. And if you follow it, you can see how I can take it all the way to the rear of the boat. And as you see, once I have it in place where I want to lock it in, it's as simple as running it through that zigzag cleat and it's completely locked into place. Okay, so again, let me stress the importance of using a good anchor trolley, especially when fishing in current, whether it be river current or tidal current. Important safety factor. You never ever want to anchor off of the side of your boat. Granted, this is a spot that you can easily reach, but it's very unsafe because what it's going to do is it's going to anchor your boat sideways in current and in moving water, and it's going to be prone to capsize, prone to turn over. You always want to anchor off either the front or the very back of your boat. So this anchor trolley allows you to do that. It allows you to set your anchor point in those places that you can't easily reach. So if I come on up here to the front, you can see I've already got the trolley run all the way up with the anchor ring in the front position. This is the normal position that I usually use it in. Every now and then I might use it from the back, but most times I'm fishing up current and I want to be facing up current, so I use it at the front. Now, several options as far as the anchors you can use, types of anchors. First, your standard kayak anchor. As you can see, has the fold out teeth. I do not recommend these for current water fishing. If you're fishing lakes, still water, flat water, these are okay. But in current, these tend to get hung up. And when they hang on the bottom, you can catch pure Hades trying to turn one loose. About the only way to do it is to be able to paddle back upstream, get ahead of it, and then snatch it loose. And even then, chances are slim to none that you'll get it and be able to retrieve it. So there again, let me just say, if you choose or opt to go with an anchor like this, they're more designed for still water and flat water. The other option you can use for an anchor, which is the option that I prefer, is a drag chain. Now here you can see my setup of drag chain. Consists of 4 different lengths of 3/8 heavy duty chain. This is zinc plated, galvanized. As you can see, it doesn't rust. Now a lot of people that choose to use this form may actually even cover these chain links with inner tube from a bicycle. It does help to quieten them, but other than that, it really doesn't make that big of a difference. Why I like this setup so much is it allows me to either anchor solid by using all chain in the heaviest weight possible, or I can remove lengths of chain and control my drift rate as I fish downriver. If I want to drift slowly, or if I want to drift a little faster, all I do is add or remove lengths of chain, and it controls that speed for me. Another option can be used with an anchor trolley is a stakeout pole. This I would more recommend in shallow flats where no current is involved. You can simply run it through your ring, stab it into the ground, and it'll hold you in place. However, keep in mind, this is not a stable system where any type of current, tidal or river, is involved. This is a system you only want to use in flat water and still water. Okay, so the basic use of this anchor trolley, along with whatever anchor you prefer. I'm going to use my drag chain as an example here. When I'm paddling, when I'm not anchored, I like to have it out of the water because it helps eliminate drag. If you've got this dangling in the water, it's going to drag your boat down. It's going to make it harder to paddle. I like to leave it laying up front on the deck. I can come up here and reach it from here. Some boats you may not be able to do that. In which case, as I run my anchor rope through the ring and attach it down, in which case you may wind up having to leave your anchor submerged in the water. Just keep in mind, if you have to do that, it does create drag. It does make it harder to paddle your boat. So if you do have the reach to be able to pull it up out of the water and lay it on the bow of your boat, you will be more easily maneuverable. It will eliminate that drag. At any rate, the way you're going to use this is, once you're at a point where you want to anchor, you simply drop it. You've got your anchor rope back here. And at whatever depth your anchor hits, you can go ahead and lock your anchor rope into the zigzag cleat or whatever type of cleat you use for an anchor, and it's going to hold you in place. When you're ready to release and move on, you simply unlock your rope and pull your anchor up, as you can see at the front of the boat. It's as simple as that. Okay, so that pretty much sums up the principles behind using an anchor trolley and why you want one, why you need one. I hope this video has answered any questions that you might have about the use of an anchor trolley, and I hope it gives you some ideas about how you can use one to help you in the future. I'm Eddie McRae of Riverman Fishing. Until next time.